Hello. Quick update for the RF Chieftain build. You'll see that my gear is substantially different right now. I just kind of want to explain this real quick before anyone starts like questioning on my video why my gear is like so much different from my latest RF video. So I decided that I want to kind of like speed farm, and the way you do that is by using a fulcrum. So fulcrum pretty much says that any elemental element you inflict is reflected back onto you, which means that if you inflict a ignite through the ascendancy for Tesalio's cleansing water, it says unaffected by ignite, but it doesn't say immune to ignite, which means that when you ignite through a fire explosion, so I have 30% chance to ignite on the explosion, that ignite then gets reflected onto us, which means that we're unaffected by it, but the ignite can still be put onto us. So we don't take the damage from the ignite, but it counts as like a second righteous fire. So that kind of like makes up the damage we lost from the 2 mod burning damage scepter I had before. And then the shield is pretty big EHP loss because we don't have Tempest Shield anymore. And then we also don't have like the generic block from it, so the 46% block. But now we have other ways to go fast. So we have, instead of shield charge, we have reverse chill. So reverse chill is achieved through Call of the Void, which means that all damage with hits can chill. So RF itself is not a hit skill. However, when you explode enemies, the explosion counts as a hit, which means that since your fire explosion will always be the biggest damage possible for a fire type, that fire type actually gets counted for the maximum effect of chill, which is 30% action speed, which then in turn, because of Winter Weave, the effect of chill on you is reversed, which means you're getting 30% action speed on top of getting another 10% movement speed while ignited, because remember, we're reflecting ignites onto ourselves. Yeah, I thought that was a pretty cool interaction. I'm using gold rims for that item quantity. There should be a 20%, but this had a 5% increased life. I was testing out Biscos versus the Stygian Vice, but this Stygian Vice gives me like 400 HP, and I feel like 2400 is a little bit cutting close to getting one shot in maps, especially against like ice level boxes, right? Since we're not really like on top of the EHP list anymore. I am also 88 all res. I'm negative chaos res, but with flask I'm a little bit above. But then you still have to remember that 10% of 55, so 5,500, is still applied to chaos damage from hits. So that's a little bit of survivability. What else is there to talk about? Since we're using a staff right now, we can actually take the 2 area of effect nodes here for 24% area of effect. We have 8% here. We have the area effect down here, and then the area effect over here, which means that Righteous Fire right now has a 92% skill area effect, which means that it's a lot bigger than previous. And also, to put it in perspective, that 92% also affects the ignite spread, the explosion radius, the distance as to which Herald of Ash spreads. If you want even more, I believe it's Divergent Herald of Ash quality gives you area of effect of the burn spreading. So let me just demonstrate a quick map of what I mean. That this build is, I would say, more fun. It's still pretty tanky. So yeah, see, like the movement speed, it looks like the previous video, right? And then you hit your first enemy, and then it just starts to ramp up. Yet. Of course, you can get it a lot higher with like Inspired Learning, Headhunter, Mage Blood, whatever. If you have the currency to do that. The entire point of this build right now is to farm me currency, essentially. That's why I kind of want to make it into a fast build, so it can actually make me money.
Oh, wow.
Come on, something needs to explode.
Oh, wow.
Right. See, now the explosion is reflected back onto me, the damage increases by a lot. And I found that the Ignite Reflection actually somehow does more damage if it is the explosion from Hinokora's Fury that gets reflected onto you. Because that 500% or 500 HP explosion, that Ignite is humongous.
Oh, wow.
Which is why this build feels a lot better when mapping under these conditions. I don't know what that was.
Easy returns.
Is that Headhunter? Nope. Never lucky.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Like, it's still Gigatank.
Oh, wow.
Except now there's like huge ass explosions. That breach boss just disappeared somehow.
Oh, wow.
Somehow he just died to one of the explosions. We pick up font.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Portal gem.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's pretty much the map. So, hope you guys enjoyed this version of the build. It's a lot more fun to play. It's a lot faster to get through maps. Single target is still good if you manage to spawn like things next to the map boss. So like Harbingers, Rogue Exiles, etc. Metamor. There's a couple things that spawn stuff next to the boss. So if you can get one of those mechanics to spawn on the boss, then the boss dies instantly because of the self-reflect that ignites. But yeah, okay. So after this video, it will either be a Atlas strategy or it should be my next character once I save enough currency for it. So remember guys, stay safe and see you till the next video. Peace.